Hey guys, Blazie Fox here. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to show you how to wash a fursuit, which means taking off my head. Yeah. But I probably won't be showing my face that much, but I need to be able to show you how to properly clean a fursuit. So enjoy. And if the first sort of things you want to do though, if you're going to go about washing a fursuit, is ask your maker how they do it and what you should do, what kind of products you should use. Even then, be very careful. I'm just going to tell you the real simple versions of what I do. Basically, I don't use like any sort of fluffy detergents or anything like that. I don't put it into a washing machine, though there are people that do. I just worry too much about it, so I will just show you what the basic things that I do. So yeah, enjoy. So guys, here we got my decapitated head and my sawed off arms. Well, my hands. So yeah, let me show you how one way to go about it is by getting a fursuit brush here. This one is very was one I picked up at a convention. So it has very soft bristles, very flexible bristles. Yeah. So this is like very, very good. You do not want to whip out the fur. You never want to whip out the fur. That is not what you're trying to do. You're just trying to softly brush it. So you just want to give it a soft little brush through. I don't normally do it with the face too much. Probably like down here in the cheeks I do. So you don't want to go. Yeah. You just want to go nice little soft little ones. Unless you got like some matted fur, then you know, be a bit more rougher with it. But generally you don't need to be rough. Though, if anyone knows how to deal with a wig, that would be amazing, because it's my one problem I don't have. I don't know how to really deal with a wig. The best thing I do is get a comb, or even this thing now and then, depending on what's around, and just, you know, softly use it. Now, I don't wash the head, generally. Generally, I'll get like a soft little flannel towel or something, and just like wet that, and then gently just sort of go over his face, or you know, any little spots or whatever I see, and just gently go over it as best as I can. Same with like the paws. You want to go with the fur. If anything, you go with the fur. Okay, guys. So the fur's going this way, so you just want to gently go up with the fur. You will find like little bits of fur will sometimes come out. I don't know if you can see any on there, but no, it's not. But sometimes, fur will still come out. You know, that will happen. Just, you know, don't. And you'll be fine. But the big thing is the bodysuit over there. Now, the same for the tail. Obviously, always give that a little brush. You know, makes it all look nice and neat, and you know, makes it look pretty. But yeah, bodysuit over here. Man, such a typical furry, just having CCs, Doritos lying about. So yeah, with the bodysuit, it's the same deal. Just give it nice little brushes and all that. White fur is very difficult sometimes, because you want to try and keep that as clean as possible, and that can be really, really difficult. But something as well to do with the smell is this stuff right here. Is skunk spray scented fursuit disinfected. Not a sponsor. But just letting you guys know, basically, like it's not actual skunk spray. It's strawberry flavored. Trust me, it's strawberry. But all it is basically like an alcohol disinfectant. So it kills all like all the germs and the smell, and like replaces it with like a strawberry smell instead of a musky, sweaty human smell. It's just fine. So yeah, it generally does. It helps a lot. It really, really helps in the long run, especially if you're at a convention. And if you are at a convention, definitely look into getting some sort of disinfectant spray of any sort. Careful of the smells, because there are some weird ones. Definitely go for like a smell that suits you. Probably strawberries doesn't exactly suit me, but it smelled nice, which is like the main thing. One of the things is always give them a shake first, and you want to do one or two sprays outside this, like just out away from the suit and all that at first, and then just basically just dive, you know, just go into the suit and just give it a couple sprays inside it, or and on the outside as well. And the same goes for like inside the pores as well. Give them a little bit of a spray, and in the head as well. So you just want to flip that around, move everything, and just sort of open him up and give him a couple of sprays inside the head. You know, that's all. You don't want to go overboard. Like, you can, but it's not something you want to do. I generally do 2 or 3 sprays. Another thing, like, I don't generally normally do it because I've never had a problem with it, is like a lot of people will put like a towel right where the eyes are, so none of the eyes get infected, which I should probably do, but I've never had a problem with his eyes before. So not getting infected, they get not infected. They get like you know, like runny and bad because it's paint. So that's not what you want to do. So generally, be careful of the eyes. Always be very, very, very careful of the eyes. Now I'll show you another thing as well on how to wash the bodysuit properly. So then what you want to do is put them into a bathtub. Now you can have him like this, but the best thing to do would be to pull him inside out. You want your fursuit all inside out, because it's the inside that you want to wash. It's the inside that gets musky and smelly and gross and can, I don't know, harbour diseases and all that kind of crap. So yeah, just pull him all inside out, throw him in a tub, and you know, you want him to be. The first thing though, I would fill up the tub enough, like about halfway. Well, it should be good. And just fill them up halfway, and then slowly put the fursuit in. Always cold water. You always want cold water, never hot. So always keep that in mind. Always cold water, and just sort of like gently kind of push him in, and then, you know, just let him soak up all the water, or her. I don't know why I'm saying him. Just let it soak up all the water, and just this is what I do anyway. I put it into the bathtub, let it soak up all the water, and just sort of leave it there for a bit. I'll come back now and then to check on it. Maybe slowly give it like a tiny little bit of a brush if I see any bad sort of spots or areas. But generally, I just tend to leave it there. And then once you think it's done, unplug the drain, let all the water go out, and then you just want to leave it there, because the fursuit itself gets very wet, will stay very wet, and gets very heavy. You do not want to lift it out of the water because it could stretch the fabric. So you want to keep it just in the bathtub. Do not touch it. Just leave it the way it is. And the same goes for the pores as well. You can put them in here, or you can just do them in the sink if you really want. But definitely just you know, you can do them together, and just kind of just leave them here for a bit. And now and then just come in and just push gently on like all the fur, and so all the water can just go out eventually. And just, you know, you can move it about and such. But be generally careful and know that it is heavy. Like once you think it's done, maybe get like a bucket to put under you as you're lifting it out, because the water will, you know, the water just continuously comes out. So you want to put like, so as you're lifting it out, get like a bucket or something maybe, or just like a towel or something, so all the water goes on there instead of all over your house as you then take it out of your house and lay it out on something, and I'll show you that now. So yeah, once that's done, guys, you very carefully flip your fursuit onto something like this. Yeah, something like this, somewhere it can stretch out and all the water can come off it, because it will take a good couple of days sometimes. Like sometimes it does take a good couple of days, depending on the weather. Generally you want to keep it outside because it constantly leaks water. And once at least this all feels all dry, you then want to take it. You want to, you know, pull it back to normal, and all this will be soaking wet still. Trust me. Depending on the weather, but generally it will still be soaking wet. So you want to take it all out, and then just leave it again for a couple of days. Now and then, maybe just give it a little squeeze and let all the water drip out. But generally, just leave it. And just wait for it to dry. Now and then you can come out and give it a little brush or whatever, make sure it's all nice and looking good and staying fluffy and good. But yeah, you want to be generally careful with what you do. That's basically what I do. I will just leave it there for a bit and then come back and once it's all dried, and then yeah, it'll be good. And then maybe I'll generally give it like maybe a couple little sprays with the Fursuit spray, make sure it's all nice. I'll show you what to do with the feet now. So guys, these are my giant ass paws. These are huge. These are all built around like a shoe and then just like huge. I love them though, they're big stompers. So generally with these as well, it's the same kind of deal with the head, or at least that's how I see it. Is I'll get like just a cloth, a wet cloth, and just go down the fur with it and just sort of clean it all off, because I don't want to get all this inside here all wet and the shoe wet and all that. So I just generally just get a clean wet cloth and just go over with it, and then just get the brush and then just yeah, gently go over it until yeah, it looks all nice and fancy. And then yeah, same with like when getting a fursuit spray, giving it a few sprays in there. You know, that's all you want to do. Just give it a few little sprays, and it will generally be better. It will smell nicer, and it will generally not be diseased. So basically, that is a short little rundown on how I clean my fursuit. It's a basic kind of clean, but it's never done me wrong. My fur still looks generally pretty good after 6 years. It doesn't smell bad at all, so that's always a plus. And it's generally in good health, compared to most after 6 years. Yeah, so I'm generally pretty happy with it all. Like that's what I do. There are multiple different ways. People do use the washing machine, but I don't really trust it, really. But that's just me. I'm too scared to put it in the washing machine. But ask your maker, and they might tell you, yeah, no, it's perfectly fine to do so. So you might be fine. You know, I think my maker has said that it's fine, but I'm still a bit like, which isn't a bad thing. You can't, like I showed you, like there is like a way to wash it, but yeah. Key things to remember is, yeah, brush your suit with like a soft bristle thing. Don't use like anything with really rough bristles and stuff that will take out fur, because that's not what you're trying to do. If you can get a hold of fursuit sprays, then do so, because they are really, really good. Ask your maker about them, and always use cold water when washing a fursuit. Always cold, and always protect the eyes as well. If you're gonna wash the fursuit, make sure you're protecting the eyes, because they're generally painted on, or any painted on markings. Be very careful of. But yeah, alright guys, that's it for now. Subscribe to my channel to see the latest stuff as soon as it's uploaded, and give this video a like. I'm sorry for like the poor quality and like the way I'm doing it. It's just sort of, it's like last minute faking kind of thing, but I got it done. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.